Hello, guys. This is the Kingdom Life family. Welcome to KFL TV.
Hi everyone.
Right. Today we are discussing a topic which I personally like, and the title of today's topic is friendship. 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 I say it 3 times because when we select friends or when we choose our friends, oftentimes we don't really think about it. We just go as the we go with the flow, so to speak. It's only when certain things start to happen, then that's when we start to make conscious efforts to, try and put things into perspective, to now start highlighting certain traits or characteristics. Again, this is a family page, so we'll be looking at friendship in the context of a family. But having said that, obviously, I think even before going into a family, as a man, as a woman, as a guy, as a girl, as a young person, as a old person, wherever your stage, wherever the stage you are at life, you do choose your friends and you do have friends. And coming from a single perspective as a bachelor or spinster or bachelorette or whatever they call it, yeah, um, when you choose your friends, you choose your friends based on shared principles, based on similarities and stuff like that. So the question now then is, when you get married, do you keep those friends? What are the criteria for keeping those friends? But before we go into that, let's define what a friendship is in our own time. I mean, for me personally, a friend is someone that you can call on. A friend is someone that would tell you how he is. They wouldn't sugarcoat things for you. They tell you what you need to hear, what you need to hear, not what you want to hear, no matter how hurtful it may be. Something that is bordering on a family, if you like. And I mean that's my own opinion anyway. And friends would mean different things to different people. And again, your criteria of selecting your friend would be different from my criteria of selecting my friend. But when you're building your family, there has to be a mutual ground in terms of because when you're in a family now, it's not about my friend. So if I have friends that I have had when I was single, the moment I get married, I should automatically understand that those friends, if they can't turn into family friends, then I need to be losing that friend. If Tammy has got friends that she has as a single lady, the moment we got married, those friends become family friends. And if for whatever reason there's values in them or characteristics in them that would not um, qualify them to be family friends, then there needs to be some environmental sanitation. What do you think?
Yeah, I totally agree. So guys, let's think about it. I mean, how many close friends do you really have? I'm not talking about acquaintances. I'm talking about true friends. Friends that know a lot about you and they don't use it against you. Friends that can say good things about you, that can be loyal to you behind your back. So in terms of friendship, I feel you need friends that will help you grow in wisdom, in grace, and there are friends that are forgiving. So the question obviously is, what sort of friends do you really have? That's something that we all need to individually sit down and think about. There's more to life than just attending social gatherings. There's there's a lot more to life, and it's quality over quantity. So you don't need to have 20 friends to, I don't know, how do I explain it? You don't need to have 20 friends to feel loved, to feel accepted. If it's just 2 friends you have and they are good friends, then hold on to them. I think that's really key. You need to look at the circle of friends that you have, because then what you realize is over time you start to think alike, you start to share the same values, you start to share the same interests, and you need to think of whether that's having an effect on you positively or negatively. Now, when you're building a home, you would want it to have an effect on you positively. Even as a single person, you would want it to have an effect on you positively. Because remember, we will all bring children into this world. And it's those sort of relationships that will rub off and have a reflection on our children, as well as our spouses in the long run. Proverbs 13:20 says, walk with the wise and become wise. Associate with fools and get in trouble.
Ouch.
Now, that's the New Living Translation. So, I mean, what are the things that you look for in a friend? What are the things that impresses you? Is it about money? Is it someone that has a great sense of humour? Is it someone with a charismatic personality? They're not bad things, but they're not the traits you should be looking for in a friend. The Bible tells us to look for friends with godly wisdom, friends with visions, friends that really do understand what really matters in life. It is not about materialistic things. Do you have friends that are loyal? Proverbs 17:17 tells us, a friend is always loyal and a brother is born to help in time of need. That's also the New Living Translation. You need friends that are going to be there for you in times of need, in times of financial crisis, in times of emotional crisis. You need those sort of friends.
Oh, wow.
You need friends that will be able to offer you advice, even if it's going to be a slap in the face, but they'll be able to tell you the truth and put you right. Not friends that are going to sugarcoat you, not friends that are actually going to take you one step further into the ground. You need friends that are going to lift you up. You need friends that you'll be able to share the word with, friends that you can call on and be like, oh, do you know what? I've just read something in the Bible which I'm not sure of. I need clarification. Can you please explain a bit better? You need friends that you'd be able to have prayer sessions together, even if it's over the phone. Friends that you could fast and pray with. I mean, we all have issues that bother us, you know, in our day-to-day lives. And sometimes it probably requires fasting and prayer. So having that extra person by the side to actually pray and fast with you, it really does go a long way. So it is something to think about.
Yeah, because even and bringing it, I mean, you said something that was quite what's the word I'm looking for now? That was quite insightful, if I should say. Like, when you have friends, you more or less, especially in the context of building a family, your children would more or less grow up with this set of people. So if you think about it for a minute, right, the values in which you've used to choose those friends, these are your family friends. They have kids, you have kids. The chances are your kids will become friends. So if these people are not people who are, for example, bringing up their children with the right etiquettes, for example, and then your child is having to mix with these people, how would your own training, because again, the Bible makes it clear, like, bad company destroys good character. So and that's why it's very important as a family. And I mean, I was saying stuff about when you have as single people, we have our friends, and yes, when you get married, you need to reevaluate your friends.
Yes.
You need, and this is not necessarily saying that automatically your friends that are not married, you are not going to be friends with them anymore. No, because it's not by marriage. It is character. It's these characteristics. It's these values that these people have that you see in them. At the end of the day, I mean, the society now, especially in the Nigerian environments, you hear something like husband material, wife material, you know. So there is friendship material as well. So there are people who naturally add value to your life. Like when you speak to them, it's like they are telling you, okay, have you done this? Have you done that? Or why can't you look into this? Why can't you look into that? All because they want progress for you. And there'll be friends where the only time they'll call you is when they have this gist for you, or they have this person they need to talk about, or they have like something just happened online. There's this celebrity that just did this. That is the only time they want to speak to you. They don't have value added um, any value added aim to your life. They are adding absolutely nothing. And as a man, when I got married, I looked at all of my friends. Like, who am I going to keep in my marriage? Which friend am I going to keep in my marriage? A friend that would uplift my marriage, a friend that would help me in order for me to be faithful in my marriage,
Be a better man.
to be a better man in my marriage. Not friends that they want to be encouraging me to do things that could potentially harm my marriage. Same as Tammy, when she got married, she has to reevaluate her friends to say, listen, these ladies that I'm friends with, or like, which one am I keeping in my marriage? Are they ladies that would help me in order for me to be able to respect and honor my husband? Are they ladies that would help me to become a better woman, a better wife for my husband? And that is what I mean by, when you come together as a family, you have to reevaluate your friends, because now Timmy does not have any friends anymore. I don't have any personal friends anymore either. We have family friends. That is how that's how you build a family. Because at the end of the day, if there is someone that we call a family friend is starting to show certain traits, we will call them to order. We would let them know know like what our honest opinion is. If we are seeing signs that, hey, this one is not trying to, then we move on. So there won't be a case of, oh boys, is Tammy's friend, or why is your friend doing that? Or is Tolu's friend, why is your friend? No, it's a family is one unit. So there is no friend she has that there is not my friend, and there is no friend I have that is not a friend. It's family friend. And these people as well, we look at the values, their characteristics. We look at what their vision is, what their beliefs are. We look at all those things, because guess what? Whether they are married now or they're going to get married, by the time they start bringing up kids, we start looking, the values they would be instilling in their child, are they the sort of values that we would want our son to be exposed to? Because if we go visiting, or they come visiting and they bring their child, and both of our children are playing together, and then they start exchanging ideas without us knowing, is that the kind of people we want to be hanging around with? So those are the type of things in terms of friendship that we have to consider. Definitely. Again, and the church plays a big part in this as well, because when you go to a church where they teach biblical principles, you start to yearn to be a better person individually, because at the end of the day, even Christ in the Garden of Eden, he wanted this friendship relationship with Adam and Eve before the fall of man. Every evening, he would go into the garden, because he wants to, he wants to form gisting with Alpha Adam. Couldn't tell everything that happened. The apple tree today, did you water it? Oh boy. See what ants do. Ants just the flange about, they carry sugar, everything sweet, everything plum, everything stew. Jesus wanted that kind of, friendship, that kind of relationship. Every evening it would come, So that is sort of the foundation of what a relationship should be like. Adam, where are you? I can't see you. Oh, I told you this. You've fallen short of my instructions. We should be able to, if we have genuine friends, we should be able to tell them when they are wrong. At the same time, we also should be able to, we should have such a character where our friends can actually genuinely, honestly tell us when we've stepped out of line without repercussion of a fallout. Remember in our last video, I said something about motive, and it would always be a recurring, a recurring theme. Like, what's your motive? When you have that friends, why are you friends with that person? You know, the objective is very, 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 very important. So I think for us, again, if you're not going to take anything away from this video, like I always like to do a video for summary, isn't it? Think about it. What sort of friend do you have? When you're building your family, there's nothing like my wife's friend or my husband's friend. It has to be family friend. That has to be the case. A family friend. So that's it from us. I don't know if Temi has anything to add to that.
Well, just to sort of sum up everything that's been said, I mean, a question to ponder on individually and in our spare time is, fair enough, it's easier said, oh, okay, you can list out characteristics of the sort of friends that you want, but the question really is, what sort of friend are you? So you can't demand for a friend that is this, and this, but then you yourself don't show those traits. You don't have those characteristics. So once again, the question is, what sort of a friend are you? Wow. Now, please leave comments. We're open to feedback. Please leave comments, ask us questions. You'd find our email address just at the bottom of this video. So please send us emails. And also on our Instagram page as well. Yeah. You'd find our email address there. You can send us DMs as well. And yeah, I think that's...
So just a quick one. Everyone that's sent in feedbacks and has commented, thank you. We really appreciate it. The people that have given us some suggestions, trust me, we've taken those suggestions on board, and as the channel unfolds, we will be implementing some of those suggestions. Thank you very much. Thank you. So till next time, we'll say again, but remember, what sort of friend are you? Think about it. Bye.